What's up everyone, it's Sam from 64 Wheels, back more diecast, and today we're going to be unboxing 6 different 2025 Hot Wheels track fleet releases. So if you followed my channel for a while or interested in these vehicles, you might have seen some of my videos on them before. I'm a huge fan of this line and it just keeps getting better. In the past, I feel like collectors have kind of stayed away from this line, but with castings like this, the Porsche 911 Off-Roader, and of course amazing castings like this Optimus Prime, they're starting to trickle back. Collect this line and it's getting harder to find, but luckily I was able to find a complete wave of 6 here at my local Kroger grocery store. I think I paid probably $2 more than I should have for each of them compared to like Walmart prices and places like that, but it was worth it to get the whole set, especially when how stacked the set is like this. So we'll go over these one by one, pop them open, take a look at them, and then you'll have to let me know your thoughts in the comments at the end. So first off, we'll take a look at this one, the Porsche 911 Off-Roader. This is the second release of this. I unboxed the first one, this tan version, which we'll also take a relook at when we get this open before, so I will link that video down in the description. This casting is awesome. It looks even better in this flat black, in my opinion. The card art just looks amazing. They've really upgraded this line, just an excellent casting. So when we flip it over, you can see on the back, we still have colored card art, which is great. Another mark of quality is a two-sided color card. And there you can see the 6 cars or trucks in this release, which we will be unboxing all of them. So very excited about that one. Next up, we have the Optimus Prime. Now this is the second release of this version of Optimus Prime. I did not unbox the first version yet because I'm going to unbox it with the RLC version of Optimus Prime and some of the other vehicles that I've kind of been collecting them to do a giant unboxing. So this is going to be a first for me as well. It doesn't look like anything has changed since the first release, but this is just an awesome, I mean the OG G1 Optimus Prime, just an awesome casting. So there you can see on the back, it does have these separate vehicles from this wave, so you know it's like the newest version of it. So next up, the Hype Hauler. This is the new for 2025 casting in this line. This is a new truck with vintage art. The art is a little bit older. It's probably a decade old. I think someone was mentioning that in the comments because I was like, I swear I bought this truck before, but nope, it's just the art. The truck itself is brand new and it has a ton of metal in it. The chassis is metal and this whole cab up here is metal. It is significantly heavier than, let's say, the Porsche. You can just feel the metal that they used in this one. So that one should be fun to open. Really nice card art on that one as well. Next up, this is a recolor. This is a re-release, but it is an awesome re-release because it is now themed in the like Hot Wheels. I don't know what you call that. Every year they've been doing like a color variation of the year. So this would have been for like year 52, which would have been what? I'm trying to think. 50 was 18, so 20, 21-ish. The Speed Blaster, really nice. So this will match other Hot Wheels with that same kind of paint job. So that one should be fun to open. And same thing with the Racing Convoy. This is an older casting. They've used it quite a bit, but now it gets a modern update with a matching paint job to a very similar track Dragon that was coming out now in the Hot Wheels Wagons line, the Drift Wagon. I thought this would be a perfect one from 2025 to pop open and match it because it looks very, very similar in the same colorway and everything. So those two should be fun. And then lastly, we have the Nitro Rail, which is also the second release. This is the next newest one. We unboxed the first one, which I think was in the same wave as the Porsche Safari before. So this one should be fun to open and compare the two because this one's more of like a graffiti style train, almost like a modern looking train, where the other one was like kind of like the older steam paint job. But this thing looks awesome. So this should be a great unboxing. So again, I really appreciate you watching. Hit that like and subscribe so you get more of these unboxings because I have more coming up as well. So let's go ahead and bust open this Porsche 911 Off-Roader. So like I said before, I kind of have mixed luck with these. If I find them, it seems like I find them all or none of them. So I was really, really pumped to find all 6 of these. So let's check this out, this Porsche 911 Off-Roader. So this is a casting that's exclusive to this line so far. Really nice casting. Big 5-spoke wheels with those like off-road tires on it. There you can see Porsche 911 Off-Roader came out in 2024. It's got a nice roof rack, really good detail. I think this one, the flat black, even though it kind of hides some of the body detail, I think it looks better than the first one. So here is the first one in tan. I like this one too. I do like that it has like the muddy tires, but I think the black just looks a little bit meaner on it, and I think the graphics and the detail they put on it makes it just look a little bit higher quality than the first one. It does have those mud graphics, which of course you need on an off-road car, but this one actually looks like it could have been at SEMA, or it's like a show version. And I love the Hot Wheels graphics on the side. The toy hauler looks awesome. So let's go ahead and compare the roof rack, see if there's anything different, which there is not. It's got the same, basically everything. Plastic chassis, metal body, but man, I really like the way this looks. So here's the one from the first one. This one came with the tan car, which actually really nicely matches the black one as well. But the tan one is the one that came with it, obviously. So it does have matching graphics, that same style, that almost like, I don't know, digital art style. And there you can see it put together, really nice package put together. I think it's kind of cool that they flip-flop the colors so you can use both on each. So if we want to, we can switch the tan to this one. Even though it's not an exact match, it still looks great. So another plus to this line, especially on castings like this where they're released multiple times, you can pop them off and trade them. But man, that does look good. Big fan of that colorway on that one. I just think that looks great. But let me know in the comments, which one do you like? Do you like the first release of the tan and black, or the second release of the black and tan? I think I'm going with the second release. I really like that black paint job. It looks good. So off to a very strong start there. So, all right, let's open up the brand new for 2025, the Hype Hauler. This is not one I really saw like previewed anywhere or like spoiled. So it's fun to actually go to the store and find ones that you have never seen before, especially in the internet spoiler age where everything gets ruined. I was really surprised to see this. So there you can see 2025 right on the bottom, the Hype Hauler. The cab itself has a plastic chassis, but all this is metal, and then the trailer itself is plastic. So the cab, as you can see here, is a very metallic, like black or graphite. Really crazy looking. It has the DC graphics on the side. Pretty nice looking though. It's got a nice detail. A lot of nice detail. It has a clear, that is a clear grille. I don't know if it's coming through on camera very well, but you can actually see through it, and that looks like a giant, almost like an intercooler up front. I don't know. It's got the really like, what do you call that? Not JDM, but like a race car style splitter on it. Even the side skirts down here are plastic from the chassis, but it makes it look extra aerodynamic, that's for sure. It looks like it's like a track truck or something, but the trailer itself looks good. This is a printer style graphic. As you can see, as I like go like this over the light, you can see the lines in it because it's printer style. So it was almost like printed on there. But at this like resolution, when they're a little bit larger, they definitely work a lot better than when they're small. So the one right here on the cab is a pad printed tampo, which means they stamped it with a sponge or like a piece of rubber, white then blue, and that's how you get that. But this is more of a printer style. This is almost like a decal that's put on there. You can see the printer lines. Sometimes you can see the pixelation, but on this one you really can't. It looks pretty good, so I'm surprised about that. But let's see, same graphic on the other side. The trailer does not open, so it's a pretty simple one, but it makes for a great display. So they'll probably get a lot of use out of this one because it has a totally flat side. There's no like indentions or anything on it. So this one is going to be prime for customizers. It's going to be prime for other graphics that Hot Wheels will do. This one will probably see a lot of action, and I hope so because it looks great. And I like that it's like a traditional semi style trailer and cab, because then it looks a little more realistic than some of the more fantasy ones like the train. But this overall, as a first release, this is pretty solid. It's nice to get it licensed, that it has DC on it and not just like, you know, like Hot Wheels Racing or something. So really good debut for this one. Not terrible at all. Really good detail overall. Not bad. I like it. I'm impressed with it. Again, every truck in this line or vehicle in this wave, I was like, I like them enough to buy every single one of them, even to not do a video on or not. They just looked all great. So, all right, let's do the Optimus Prime. So this is going to be my first time opening this one. I know this is a little bit older. Now it's probably been out for like a year or so, but I'm excited about it because I haven't opened it yet. So let's take a look at this beast. So Man, that is awesome. I love how Hot Wheels is collabing with other brands to bring stuff like this, because before this probably wouldn't have happened, but now we are getting it. So the Hasbro, I think it says Hasbro on the bottom somewhere, doesn't it? Yeah. 2024 Hasbro Transformers, and then you also have like the Hot Wheels Mattel licensing on it, which is pretty cool. So I like these. I like the toy companies coming together, offering stuff like this and bringing it together, because this is super cool. The cab looks great. It's that classic Optimus Prime in bright red with the blue. I don't think it has any hidden like Transformer logos, like the hidden like Optimus Prime head or anything like that. I don't see that. The metal is the cab right here, and then the other metal on the trailer is right here. So it's the base. It's kind of hidden, but there is a little bit of metal on this one too. But this is a pretty simple trailer. It's got these are printer style graphics as well, as you can see the lines in them. But like I said, when the resolution or when the graphic is bigger, it shows up much better than like a smaller graphic, because that is a pad printed one right there. So this one doesn't open as well. It's just kind of a static trailer, but it does kind of look like it has those arms from the classic one. So they did a really good job incorporating some of the details from the original into 1/64 scale, or whatever scale this is supposed to be. But man, I really, really like that. That is so cool. I'm trying to think of other brands that could collab with Hot Wheels, like other toy brands, to give us cool stuff like this. If you can think of any, let me know in the comments, like what brand collabs would you like Hot Wheels to do to pull more stuff like this out, because that is spectacular. Especially, I mean, for like, what was this, like $8 or something? That is incredible. Really, really good deal. For play and display, that is a hard one to top, especially if you're like a fan of like 80s and 90s stuff like I am. So all right, going on a heat wave here. So let's do the Racing Convoy. So like I said before, this one is an older one. You've probably seen it, or may have it in your collection with a Hot Wheels livery or some kind of other fantasy livery on it, but it's pretty cool. I like that it looks futuristic, and it was made, let's check and see when it was made. 2012, so this is over 10 years old. So look at that, Copter Chase. So it has a different name. They named it Racing Convoy in here, but the casting is actually called Copter Chase. So I assume at some point this might have had a helicopter on it. I don't remember. I'm just guessing because of the name. But now the Racing Convoy, it looks pretty cool. I really like the lime green graphics. It's got the modern Hot Wheels, kind of digital, I don't know what you call that, like the like almost like Mad Max style, because that's what it was on the Drift Wagon over here. The first round, even last year, it even had that 009 on it, I think. But this one, the body, like the top of it, is all plastic. So plastic, and then you flip it over and you get this huge metal base, and you can see it's like shiny too, which is cool. And same thing over here on the trailer. So there is a lot of metal on this one. That's probably the throwback design, because usually they don't put this much metal on castings now. So that was probably true back in 2012 as well. But this thing looks great. So let's open this and see if this fits on the back. I really hope it does. I don't know if it will because of the sizing, but let's take a look at it. Oh, it does. Look at that. Dude, that looks pretty cool. What do you think of that? I definitely think that car was made to match the livery. Even though the numbers are not the same, I mean, that is a perfect match. That looks so cool like that. Man, that almost needed to be like a mini mega rig, and then to come with that car, because that's too perfect for that. That is great. So it's cool, even though it didn't come with the car, it definitely matches. So shout out to Hot Wheels for making things match across the product line. So very nice on that one. Okay. All right, let's do the Speed Blaster. So this one is also an older one. This one came out in 2014. Again, you can see those older casting traits of it having a huge metal chassis all the way across, because that was, you know, when metal prices were cheaper and things were just cheaper in general 10 years ago, you could do stuff like this. And it's cool to see that they've continued doing it. They haven't turned this into plastic. It is still, I mean, look how much metal it is. You could almost use that as like a metal stamp. It is, I mean, just a ton of metal. It's got a nice weight to it, but this truck is cool. I like the front. It almost looks like it has rally lights on it. Everything else is basically plastic. So up here is plastic, the body's plastic. You can see a little bit of like the arrow in the back. Those are part of the window. But the metal on this is just incredible. It gives it such a nice shine on the outside. The engine is chrome, but it's plastic. I do like the wheels, the gray wheels they put on it, but this will match. I didn't have one handy to grab for the video, I apologize, but this will match a ton of the different Hot Wheels that have been released with this kind of paint job. So if you, again, even though it didn't come with one, this will match a lot of other products that Hot Wheels puts out, which is awesome. So it's a really nice like aerodynamic trailer too. So looks great. And all these roll pretty well. Technically, they're supposed to be driven on the track. Like they all have the track on there. They're called track fleet. You're supposed to be able to send these down the track. Now, I don't know if this would like make it through a loop because it doesn't even bend. And some of these, like I doubt this one will too, because it's like so flat on the bottom. But technically you could race them. You could send them straight down the track. I've never done it with these because I more of just like collect them and then kind of like set them on my shelf with the rest of them. So let me know if you've raced these, because I wonder if they're fast, because this does have a huge chunk of metal on it, and usually the more metal the faster they go. So all right, let's go. Last one, the Nitro Rail. So this one came out I think last year or early this year. It's based on a train, as you can see here, a really hardcore like steam train. So let's go look at the cab. I don't know, what do you call that? The engine first. So this is all metal up here. So this also has a big chunk of metal. Chassis is plastic. It's got nitro. This one has the graffiti style graphics on it, which I kind of like. I mean, every train that goes through like a couple towns over always has graffiti on it. So it's kind of, some of it is actually looks like it really took some talent, and some of it's garbage, but some of it looks really nice. And it has like, I feel like that style is on there a lot. But this one is more of a graffiti colorful release than the first one here. That was the black and red and gold, the more traditional paint or like train paint colors, I think, with the gold wheels. I don't know how many trains had gold wheels, but this is more of a realistic color train, where this one is more of the like fantasy color variation. But both castings look the same. I don't think anything has changed. The metal parts are the same. The plastic parts are the same. It also comes with this little baby trailer, which has a lot of metal on it as well. This whole chassis is metal. It's pretty short. That's the only bad thing. I think we've tried to do this before, but most cars will not fit on this. So you need like a go-kart or an ATV or something else. I haven't really found anything good to put on there yet. But I do like that it matches, and it says Nitro and Rail, so it's meant to be set up like that, so it has the whole name displayed. But again, this line is so great because it lets Hot Wheels just kind of go crazy with their engineering, with their design, the tampos, everything. So I feel like a lot of people sleep on this line and don't appreciate it as much, but when you open them up and take a look at the detail, the engineering, the design, like the elements they put in, the detail, even just like the paint and how they match and how they run the name from front to back, and things they do with this line that they can't do with just a standard main line or even premium Hot Wheels. This kind of let the imagination of the designers go wild, and I love it. So that looks great. Here's the first one with the black trailer as well. Let me know again which one of these you like best in the comments. I think I like the black one just because it reminds me of the Back to the Future train a little bit. I'm a huge Back to the Future fan. But if I was going just like not based off my love for the movie, I would probably pick the first or the second one just because the color looks awesome. So that was it. 6 track fleet trucks. So we had a good variation of fantasy, licensed, new castings, cars, trucks, a little bit of everything. So please let me know what you think of these in the comments. Which one was your favorite? Have you found any of these in your store, in your area? Because that's always a nice thing to talk about, like where people are actually finding these, how much are they cost in your country or your store or wherever your location is, because these are great. This new one looks awesome. Let me know which one of these you thought was the best. Even though it's a second release, this is my first unboxing of the Optimus Prime, and I love this thing. It looks great. I love how it displays. It just looks so good in that red, white. Blue, silver, the train. I really like that they made that one match. And of course, we can't forget the first one, the Porsche 911 Safari. So let me know what you think of these in the comments. I really appreciate you guys watching this Sam 64 Wheels. Like and subscribe as always. I have more stuff coming. I have new Hot Wheels 5-packs, Matchbox 5-packs. I have more. I have a super rig I need to unbox, or mega rig. I have a whole bunch of stuff I need to do. So hit that subscribe, that little bing, 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 the bell so you don't miss it. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.